The Last Fate, another Souls-like game that, just like Blasphemous 2, is a Metroidvania-style game I recently happened to play. And I gotta say, just like Blasphemous 2, this Souls-like game was very fun as well. The combat was good, the story kept me engaged, partially because the main character was voiced. But that wasn't the only reason I liked the story. I liked it because of the overall theme of it. You're a man by the name of Eric, who is plagued by a curse that is slowly turning you into a Nighttorn, a mutated hybrid monster of a human. And the only hope of finding a cure lies with finding and killing the one they call Lord Laddock, the man that holds control over the sacred places. Only then will Eric be set free. I mentioned earlier how the combat was good. It was nice and fluid, just like in Blasphemous. But the thing that separates the Last Fates and Blasphemous' combat is that, one, you can throw objects at enemies. I was both shocked and slightly amused seeing barrels hit monsters square in the face. Like, yeah, dodge that one, b****. Second, you start the game with 7 healing injections rather than the standard 3 you would normally get in a Souls-like game. I personally didn't really like this because it felt like I was given an unfair advantage in the game. But after dealing with the bosses in this game, I'll say that the amount given was a blessing in disguise. Thank God for these injections. Seriously. But that's not the end of the healing topic. There's more. When you rest at an altar, your injections are not refilled. So, you'll have to either continuously buy them or happen to get lucky and find them during your travels. Now that definitely does seem like a bummer when comparing it to other Souls-like, but what if I told you this game gives a unique gift to players if they happen to use all of their injections and end up dying to a boss? Well, you're in luck, because that gift is true. If you used up all injections and died to a boss, when you respawn back in, you'll notice a maximum of 4 healing injections are given to you to keep you prepared in the fight to come. I was expecting to have to go and buy my injections, but the fact that you're given back 4 and the game sets you right back up for a rematch was so helpful and made it possible for me to slay those abominations straight to hell. And the final thing I'd like to mention about the gameplay that I like is that you can fight fire with fire. And no, I'm not talking about magic. I'm talking about monster against monster action, because the curse that plagues you will end up giving you tremendous power, and the form and speed of the Nighttorn is so cool. One of the best parts of the game, in my opinion. When upgrading weapons, not only does their damage increase, but their weapon grade also increases. I found this interesting because usually weapon grades don't increase. They stay static. Oh, and I'd like to mention a small minor thing that I happen to like. You guys may laugh or you may be like, that's a little weird, but okay, just hear me out. It's the sound effect when jumping. It was very reminiscent of Street Fighter for some reason to me. I don't know why, I just liked it. Just like to get that off my chest. Anyway, getting back to it, the only thing I disliked was that there was no indication on where I had to go. So, I would end up getting lost a lot of times and would have to look back at the map to verify which areas I couldn't get past before. But nonetheless, I was used to this since I played Blasphemous 1. So, it wasn't too much of a dislike, it just led to my frustrations a bit.
Leave this place. It is not a destination for a cursed traveler. Your soul will be the next to perish by my own hand.
And that's my review on The Last Faith. If you like Souls-like games, you'll probably end up liking this one. The combat and the story were both good, and you can turn into a freaking monster to fight other monsters. How cool is that? If you guys like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any recommendations on what game I should review next, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.